All right, so I'm back again um, with tonight's installment of Straight Talk, straight from my mouth, whatever, however you want to call it. I was asked about homosexuality and what I thought about it in a message from one of my other videos. And at first I thought I was being cornered or being trapped into saying one truth or another, or saying anything offensive, or it just felt like the person was trying to trap me. So what I'm doing here tonight, I'm gonna give you straight my opinion, my truth, and my thoughts on the matter. Okay, homosexuality is wrong, period. There's no way around it. There's no getting around it. I mean, Leviticus 18:22 speaks plain, as does Romans. I believe it's 26 through 28. You can look it up. It's there. Actually, you can look at the whole first chapter of Romans and get a whole earful. But anyway, the thing that throws me off is, why is this so puzzling to everybody? Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed for such. And why do we in this day and age think it's okay? And then what's worse, you have these people who say, oh, your heart is full of hate. If you try to tell them what Leviticus 18:22 says, and basically what nature says without anybody saying anything, and they say, oh, well, you got hate in your heart. God is love. Well, that's true. God is love. And God is also the one who said this. So don't call us hateful. If you want to hate, call Leviticus 18:22 hate. Call that hate. Call the first chapter of Romans hate. In other words, you're calling God hate. These are his words, not ours. We are just simply telling you what he said, like we do everything else. Now, those of you who are how you say it, pro-homosexuality or whatever, you have no problem condemning adulterers. You have no problem condemning rapists. You have no problem condemning molesters. You have no problem condemning thieves. You have no problem condemning liars. But when somebody says something about gay people, it's hate. No, it's truth. It's truth. And if you can't believe nature and you can't believe the scripture, you can't even believe your own two eyes and what little sense you got, then try this. Men were not meant to stick their private parts into another man's anal cavity for pleasure. You can't see how twisted that is? And the woman, they do this little, well, they probably do all kinds of things here. I don't want to get into that, but however it is they do it, most commonly the scissors thing is what I've come to understand over the years, which is also wrong. Now, if God meant for men to be with men and women to be with women, he would have made it possible for us to procreate then, instead of having to adopt kids. If he meant this to be the other natural order, then he would have made a way for you guys to procreate. But he didn't. You know why? Because it's wrong. It's wrong. And you go, he don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's full of hate. Oh, blah, blah. Look, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Two big old ashy men are not meant to be with each other. And then nowadays, we got men who look like women. We got men who DL and all that other old stuff. Can't you see what's going on here? I'm not picking on homosexuals. Liars are the same. Adulterers, men who cheat on their wives, women who cheat on their husbands. It's all the same thing. But my point is, you can't get all tied up in a knot when someone talks about homosexuality. It's not safe from debate or discussion, or even from the truth. The truth is the truth. And if none of these things make sense to you, like I like to say, then perhaps you're not kingdom of heaven material. I just cannot understand how the great God of all creation will permit two men sleeping together or two women sleeping together, or even trying to raise a family together, because it's destroying the institution which he made, which is just basic common sense. Basic common sense. The thing I just want to say in closing is, I would like for you guys to be right on this one, because I don't want to be mean or rude and try to step on people's happiness and all that. But someone has to tell you the truth. Someone has to tell you the truth. And at this point in time, it's me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you a lie, because guess who gets in trouble when the time comes? I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. So, in conclusion, I just want to say that I know you women have been hurt by male figures in your lives, or even you just encountered, either through molestation as a child or rape as a woman, or just being cheated on. Because I find that a lot of you switch sex because you've been cheated on and hurt. Newsflash. Same-sex couples cheat too. Cheating is not restricted to heterosexual couples. But you can't get hurt and then say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to try another woman then. Maybe I'll find happiness that way. All you're doing is getting in more trouble than you were before. There are good other men out here. There are good other women out here. And look, I know you've been hurt, as I said before. But you can't rebel. That's all you're doing is rebelling, just like a child does. Oh, well, if I can't have this, then I'm going to do that. That's all you're doing. And you're getting yourselves in a world of trouble. But okay, let me say this and I'm going to get out of here. You all know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, which I referred to earlier, right? When God himself came down, he sent the angel to personally, after he visited Abraham, of course, went down to Sodom to see with his own eyes, not like he couldn't see from heaven, but this is something he had to see with his own eyes, to see if all this stuff that was going on down there was true. Women sleeping with animals, women with women, men with men, men with children. He had to see, he couldn't believe it. That's why he came down here, to see for himself. Now, my point is this. God rained down fire and brimstone from heaven and not only destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, but everyone in it. And everyone in it died but Lot and his family. So now, here's my question. Do those souls have the right to now question God and ask him, why do they get such grace when I was burnt and my children were burnt, animals were burnt? Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. You hear me? I'm talking about destroyed. I mean destroyed. So their question would be, why do they get to do whatever they get to do? And why come you're not destroying the United States or the world for that matter, like you did us. That's not fair. Is it? Or is it? Or is it? Ask yourself, why do you get a pass? Why is it right to do now, but it wasn't right to do then? These are my questions to you and your pastors, or whoever is telling you that this is right, before you judge me. Call me all kinds of names, and even say you hate me because I'm spewing hate. First, get back at me. Get back to me. Answer those questions. Then maybe I can see and understand what you see and understand. And maybe we can have some common ground. But until then, my thoughts, my opinions, and my truths, according to the scriptures, because everybody likes to do stuff according to the Bible. Well, that's in the Bible. Get back with me. I'm going to wait for you on this one. I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm out. 1.